much. Nothing
How you
much.
guys doing?
Welcome to the panel. So
Yeah,
we're
we're
just
doing good. Praise
what
God.
I do?
Uh,
Sorry, I'm pushing the wrong stuff here. My bad, chat.
You're good. You're good.
But yeah, so we're asking what people's before we like get started is what your view on preservation is. Do you believe that the Quran has been preserved word for word, letter for letter, no change ever, or
Absolutely.
of you the opinion that could be some textual variants, but the message is preserved and that's what matters? What's your position?
What do you mean by textual variants? You mean like literally the words are different in the Quran?
Yeah.
No, the words are the same, the meaning's the same. You have different pronunciations, different qira'at, but like it's all the same.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah. Quick
Okay,
question. Are you
hold up.
Christian? I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
What denomination?
I'm an original Quran only Christian.
Original, sorry?
Original Quran only Christian.
Original Quran only Christian.
Mhm.
And Jay?
Yeah, I'm Christian. Yep.
You're a Christian as well? Okay. Okay, cool.
That's
Jay, are
cool. So
you like of
hold,
Arabic
hold
descent?
on. Let's just get into the passage that Paul was going to give us earlier, because I like what you said and I want to interact with the point that you made. So let me just give me 1 second. I'm just pulling up a reference.
First,
you guys,
I'm seeing in the chat they're calling me a layman. Obviously, I'm a layman, bro. I'm young. Like,
We're
come
all
on.
laymen here, man. We
I'm
just
not gonna be a scholar. I'm just
what's
like
up?
entertaining it.
There's not anybody up here unless Jai got a secret degree that I don't know of. Nobody up here has a degree, guys. Like we do our
And look,
studies and we have this open conversation, man.
to preface it, it's like everything we say.
That's right.
What does that mean? Quran only Christian. What's that mean?
So it's a Christian that believes in the original Quran before it got tampered with. So these are Christians that believe that the Quran was actually a real book, you know, that Muhammad was a disciple of Jesus that spread the gospel in Arabia, and that Uthman, like during the time where they was having issues with recitations of the Quran, when he burned certain copies, you know, that's when the original got corrupted, and now we have this issue of these different Qurans now.
Muhammad was a disciple of Jesus?
Yeah.
How?
Well, he was in Arabia actually preaching the gospel. So he wasn't like directly a disciple, but like a disciple is the one who follows Christ and, you know, studies Christ and Christianity. And so
We have different definitions of a disciple.
We could.
A disciple is someone that lived with the person, that learned from that person.
Not necessarily, because so like in Matthew 28, Jesus tells his disciples to go out and make more disciples. Okay. And so you don't have to be directly under Jesus to be considered a disciple of Jesus. He sent his apostles out to go out and make more disciples. And so
how did he learn from Jesus? In what language did he learn?
So basically the gospel, well, Paul was in Arabia at one point preaching the gospel. A few other
on the road to Damascus. Yeah, okay.
And so a few other people, you know, were also in Arabia preaching the gospel, a few churches there and stuff like that. And, you know, Christianity was there in Arabia. And so Muhammad, you know,
Christianity was in Arabia?
Yeah, it was.
Like around Mecca or Medina or like where? Because from my knowledge, there was Jews in Medina.
Yeah, and also Christians.
There was Christians in Medina. And your claim is that they taught Muhammad his religion.
Yeah, Muhammad was born into a Christian household.
Who was his father?
Well, you know, I'm not sure.
Who's Muhammad's father? What's the name of his father or his mother?
Sure. I would say Abdul Yasul, Abdul Yasul. But I'm not exactly sure.
Abdul. His name's Abdullah. Muhammad's full name is Muhammad ibn Abdullah.
No, it's not Abdullah. See, that's the interpolation. His real name is Abdul Yasul.
You're trying to say Yasua. But
yeah, Yasua.
Where are you getting that from?
From the original Quran.
Okay. So hold on a second. There was Christians in Mecca that taught Muhammad Christianity from Jesus, who lived how many years before him?
So Jesus lived obviously 600 years before Muhammad. What I'm saying is that Muhammad was a disciple in the sense that he was a devout Christian who was a serious servant of the Lord and spread the gospel message in Arabia. And he did that with what was
who spread the
Quran.
message in Arabia?
Muhammad.
So then he would be preaching the gospels of Jesus, is your claim.
Correct. Through the Quran, yes.
So why is there differences in the teachings of Muhammad, very specific differences when it comes to the Bible, for example, the Pharaoh being a king or the Pharaoh being a pharaoh, right, in certain time periods?
Yeah.
Why are there those corrections in the Quran
those are
in the Bible?
Yeah, so number one, in the Bible during during the time of Joseph, you do have Pharaoh being called the king of Egypt multiple times. So he was called both. From
You know what I'm referring
right?
to, but like I'm saying,
I know.
Why are there differences in the two?
Got you. So the parts that are different from what you'll see in the Bible, those are the parts that Uthman corrupted and interpolated. So how we can see the truth, like, because there's some truth still remaining in the Quran today, and how we judge that is by the Bible. What agrees with the Bible, we know that was the original message of the Quran. What doesn't agree with the Bible, we see like, okay, yeah, that's been corrupted for sure.
Okay, very interesting. What it sounds like is you've taken the Muslim standpoint on Christians and you flipped it. And you said, this is what we're going to do to you. And we're going to try our best to prove the opposite.
Chad, I've only known you for maybe 5 minutes now, and I love you already. I love you, dude.
I love
You're
you,
sharp.
My Christian cousin.
That's right.
All right. So enough trolling.
That's exactly what this is.
Look, again, I'm a layman. Right? Like I can't argue a lot of the stuff you're saying, but like, come on, dude, you could do better than this.
No, but
and that's why. Hold on, look.
No. Say my position is stupid. It's a stupid position, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I agree. I agree that everything that I just told you and presented to you, and the way that I presented it to you, and my method of presenting it to you, was fallacious. It's I can't say a certain word, but it's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Okay, but look, can we first accept that we're dealing with concepts that are above our pay grade? Because you don't read Arabic. Jay does not read Arabic.
Yes, he does.
Okay, Jay, read verse 90 for me.
Jay, there?
Yeah, I'm going to give you another example. We can read it together. So what you said.
Before you do that, I want to let my plane on this.
Okay.
Because Chad understood what I was doing. And he sees that what I was doing was intellectually dishonest. The method is ridiculous. It's ahistorical, right? It just makes no sense. And so this is exactly what I did. I just flipped roles, Chad. And what you go through, that little process that you went through, that little confusion and that, what are you talking about? That's exactly what Christians go through every single day when they converse with Muslims, when they say, oh yeah, we believe in the original Bible, but the one you have has been corrupted. But there's some truth in it. Well, how do you know what the truth is? Oh, well, whatever agrees with the Quran, that's the parts that's good. What disagrees with the Quran, that's corrupted. Oh, and by the way, Jesus was a Muslim. Paul was an antichrist.
That claim, that methodology of going about the Bible is simple, because what Muslim scholars do is they say, hey, we've authenticated the Quran to be preserved 100%, right? But we believe in the Injil. We believe in the Torah, right? For those people of those times, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great. However, we know, or we claim, right? I don't want to insult you. We claim that the Injil has been corrupted, and we don't even know where the Injil is. It's gone.
Right.
Correct? Okay.
Same
I know you're flipping it, right? But it's like, the methodology is not wrong if your claim is simple. This book has been authenticated, right?
Yeah.
And within this book, there's things that you'll find in another book.
Okay, right? So watch this.
But the opposite cannot be true. Because we haven't authenticated the previous one.
Okay, watch what I do. Our scholars have authenticated the Bible, We've authenticated the Bible. We know the Bible is true. We have it. And
You're
what we're
setting a
saying
premise
is,
that no one agrees with.
and that's my point. I can say the same thing to you, that you're building off of a premise that no one agrees with.
No, but look, I'm not going to argue this because I can't. I'm a layman. I can't argue this.
Okay.
Right? So it would just be intellectually dishonest. So I'm going to stop here. My
Okay.
point in coming into the stream was I heard you reading verse 90.
Okay, yeah,
I
we
have
can
my
get to that.
Quran here.
Okay. I do appreciate you being. See, this is something I can respect, guys. Like, because this isn't he's not dodging, or this isn't I'm changing the topic or whatever. He's acknowledging, okay, you know what? There's a limit to how I can argue this, and I'm gonna be honest about that. So is it okay that we can talk about what I feel like I could talk about? I appreciate that. Absolutely.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
When people
Okay.
try to change the topic dishonestly, that's where I hold their tail to the mud. But him,
No, dude.
he's
I'm a
not.
layman. It is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
Man,
I
I'm
appreciate
23,
that, bro.
man. Like, come on. I'm not 40 years old that studied in Medina and Mecca for 50 years. But look, my point is, you guys are arguing a very nuanced, highly intellectual discussion, right? Where it's like, I mean, come on, Jay. When I heard you reading verse 90, bro, I have it in front of me. Okay, you said, let's see, you said قالوا أنك. It's قالوا أئنك. قالوا أئنك.
Yes.
Right?
Now, what does Ibn Kathir say?
Like your pronunciation.
What does Ibn Kathir say?
I know you grew up in Dearborn. I know you didn't go to a proper Muslim school.
Chad,
And
okay,
it's like
now
you're arguing
you're
a
starting
topic
to
that's
Chad,
way above your pay grade. Way above
Chad,
your pay
listen.
grade.
Listen, Chad. Now you're starting to lose the respect a little bit. Hold on. So what does Ibn
Habibi,
Kathir say?
I was talking to GodLogic. I'm not
What
talking
does
to you.
What does Ibn Kathir say? How does he read this
I don't
verse?
know.
Okay, because you just said it's not innaka, right? That's what you just said, right?
It's from literally what I'm reading right in front of me.
Okay.
قالوا أئنك أئنك.
Okay, now what does Ibn Kathir say? Because you said that I read it wrong, right?
This version
So
is
it's not innaka, right? It's not innaka.
It's not أنك. Definitely not.
Okay, now I want you to. I'm not going to read it. I want you to read it. What?
قالوا أئنك.
No, right there. Ibn
لأن.
Kathir. Do you read Arabic or no?
Yes.
Read the screen.
That's what I'm reading.
Okay, no, read the screen.
We're looking at the same thing, right?
Yeah, read it.
Okay, so at the end of قالوا في
Read
ألف
it. Just read it.
إنك.
No. That's innaka. You don't know how to read Arabic.
شو؟
You don't know how to read Arabic. قالوا إنك.
حبيبي, what's after the wow? What's after the wow? On قالوا, هيدي the wow. What's after it? Alif. So you say and then there's another alif.
Yeah.
In.
Alif sakun. So you don't. He doesn't know. He doesn't know Arabic.
He doesn't know that قالوا has alif sakun.
Bro,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Any other قالوا in the Quran.
Yeah, exactly. So read it. Read exactly how Ibn Kathir says it. Read how Ibn Kathir says it.
You want me to listen to it?
Yeah, no. Read it how Ibn Kathir. Yeah, you can listen to it too. Yeah, that's a good idea. Why don't you play it? So GodLogic, I'm saying that says innaka, and he's saying he's saying that it doesn't say that. So can you just play that for us, just so we're clear?
It does say innaka.
Just listen to the second
you're forgetting
word.
the first alif. It says.
No, dude,
let's see.
Okay, go ahead.
I wish I could put my mouse over it.
So I'm gonna play it.
So qalu innaka. Okay, listen for that.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, the sound is kind of messed up.
Oh, you didn't hear it? I heard it clearly.
No, you gotta play it again. The sound's kind
of. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me.
Quran.com is really clear.
We can't hear it. GodLogic. We can't.
Are you serious? Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. Hold on. Let me
let
me do this real quick. Hold on. I know what the problem is. 1 second, fellas. I know what the problem is. They can't stop her. All right, let me turn this sound on, man.
So before you play it, I wanna give my pronunciation, then he gives his pronunciation. Okay.
Okay.
Qalu innaka. Now you say it your way.
قالوا أئنك.
Okay. Go ahead, GodLogic. Which one is it?
All right.
قالوا إنك لأنت يوسف.
Did y'all hear it?
Did he say it the way I said it or the way he said it?
Now go to the reciter. Perfect.
This
Now
is
go
a
to the
reciter.
reciter. Pick Abdurrahman al-Sudais.
He's got that's the only option there.
Okay, go to Quran.com and pick Abdurrahman
No,
al-Sudais.
this is a different qira'ah. See, before you try to correct Arabic,
Okay.
I recommend you learn the topic.
حبيبي يا حبيبي انت ما بتحكي عربي فما ما
Dude.
تقول لي بدك تعلمني انه عن شو
You don't know how to read Arabic. You can't read
حبيبي انت
Arabic.
ما بتقرا عربي
You don't know. You don't know that قالوا has an alif at the end. Alif
يا
سكون.
حياتي
You don't know that. You don't know الفعل الماضي has an alif سكون at the end of it. Go to any
Speak to me
قالوا
in
in the
Arabic.
Quran it has
Speak to me
an
in
alif at
Arabic.
the end of it.
Huh?
قالوا any قالوا in the Quran has an alif سكون at
doesn't
the
know
end
alif
of it.
سكون.
He doesn't
Go
know.
to Abdurrahman
Dude,
al-Sudais.
we don't
Go
need
to
to go.
Abdurrahman
You don't.
al-Sudais.
You speak. Okay, look. Maybe you know a little Amiya. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but he
You don't
doesn't
know
know
the Quran.
Arabic. He
You don't know the Quran.
حبيبي I'm a layman. I'm 23 years old.
Okay, that's
I'm not
fine.
claiming to be a scholar.
Yeah,
I'm asking you, go to
if you're a
Abdurrahman
layman, then just stay a
al-Sudais.
layman. And by the way, for the
His
chat, that's
recitation,
daughter of
and listen
Christ.
to
Yeah,
it.
So
I came upon Arabs that don't know that الفعل الماضي has alif when it's in plural. قالوا look at
Hey,
the
GodLogic.
top of the alif.
Hey,
It has
do
a
me a
little
favor.
circle that is alif
Sukun,
sukun.
yeah.
You don't say unless it's a hamza. And
Apologetic
you put
GodLogic. Do me a favor.
He doesn't know the difference between Hamza and
you don't know
Sukun.
that the
Pull up
hamza has
a different recitation.
Yes,
exactly.
but you were saying that I was reading it wrong.
Which it wasn't. It was a different
It
recitation.
was a different recitation.
You thought it
Okay.
was wrong, which is the point.
So we've
It's a different Quran, and you thought it was wrong because you didn't
we've gotten to a
recognize it
point.
as your own Quran. That's the difference.
We've gotten to a point.
That we realize you don't know how to read Arabic.
Yeah, and you don't know that there's a different qira'ah which has a different meaning.
To a point.
Yes, so we reached the point that you don't know how to read Arabic, which is fine, but don't pretend.
Yeah, be humble, man.
Yeah.
Be humble.
Can you pull up the different? It does actually.
We're sorry that your prophet was illiterate, man. We're sorry that your prophet was illiterate. You don't have to follow his sunnah and be illiterate, man.
Why are you? What's with the ad hominem? Obviously, he
one
was
second, guys. So
why are you
let's
saying
bring
that in a negative connotation?
Yeah, hold on. Let's bring this all to so we all understand here. So, chat.
MashaAllah is illiterate.
So they're not saying.
And
Look, chat. Listen, they're not saying that how you recited it the first time is incorrect based off what you were reading, because that's a particular reading. Okay.
Exactly.
So what we're doing is we're showing you a different reading, not the same one that you're looking at. You recited it correctly. This different reading is innaka. Okay.
Exactly.
That's what he's showing.
The meaning.
And your claim, I understand, and your claim is saying that the different recitation is leading to different meanings.
Yes.
Yes.
As you're saying, innaka means you are, and annak, you're saying as it's an affirmative versus in a question.
Yes. Exactly.
I understand that. I understand that claim. Okay. I'm not here to debate your claim again above my pay grade. I'm here to say you guys are arguing something that's above your pay grade. Like yani, these things 50, 70-year-old guys are debating in Mecca and Medina, and it's like, who are we? Why is this such a point of contention for you? When it's like there's so many other things that you can debate. When, like, come on, Jay, Habibi, Wallah, I don't want to insult you, bro.
I like this.
I know you're.
Let's address that.
I know you're not an educated guy from Medina.
Yeah, but hold on, Chad. Let's address that, because I kind of actually like your question, or what you're saying is, there's other things that we could be debating or talking about, the oneness of Allah or the prophethood of Muhammad or whatever. Why are we so focused today?
No.
Why are we focused and hyper tunnel visioned on the textual variants of the Quran? And this is why, bro. This is why. Okay. The reason why.
That's not what I'm saying. But that's not what I'm saying.
But let me. You just said that though. Let me tell you why.
No. You misunderstood. Let me rephrase. Look.
Okay.
You guys are Christians. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You have a lot to talk about within Christianity. Right?
Including this.
I have Christian friends. I know what they talk about when they go to church, right? Yani you guys do a lot. They never talk about disproving Islam at church. You're basically doing online church.
Depends on what church you go to, man. There are some churches that
Okay, fair enough,
are,
right? But it's like from my experience, my Christian friends aren't telling me, yeah, we're sitting in church listening to how to disprove Islam. They're
okay.
talking about Christian stuff.
So
it's like,
are we ever
why
gonna?
are you?
Yeah. So I'll tell you why. Let me see. Remember again, you're asking why. So the reason why is because number one, Islam is a polemic against Christianity. It is. When I go, and I do this myself, I go out and I do evangelism or Christian dawah in different places, okay? Different popular places that's populated. And in these places, there will be Muslim stands or tents, right? Giving dawah and Islamic material with their tents and a sign saying, Jesus is a Muslim. Or we love the prophets. Moses was a Muslim. Abraham was a Muslim. Jesus was a Muslim. You become Muslim, you don't lose Jesus. This is their message to Christians. So the reason why I, for example, am addressing this is because Islam is a polemic to Christians who are unaware and uneducated on Islamic matters. So we are here, people like me, Jai, Daughter of Christ, Life, and others, we're here to equip not just Christians, but also Muslims with the truth. Because when lies are being spread, no matter what religion you're in, if lies are being spread, mass produced, dude, for years, mass produced, it is incumbent on us as human beings and as Christians, servants of our Lord, to tell the truth. Even to you as a Muslim who you're not a Christian, we especially need to reach you then, because from our paradigm, you're not saved, so we got to give you the truth. And this is a huge like anchor to a lot of the Muslim faith, that the Quran is unchanged, untampered with, never corrupted, while the Bible's been changed, corrupted, and tampered with.
I see what you're saying. Basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to evangelize Muslims by trying to say that, hey, this cornerstone of your belief, that is the preservation of the Quran, we're going to try our best to disprove this so we can try to evangelize you towards Christianity. But again, I think you're thinking of this too much in like the YouTube social media space, that Muslims have a cornerstone of their belief, that they surround their entire belief based on the preservation of the text. It's like, yeah, that is in there, of course, right? But I mean, to be honest, bro, most layman Muslims, if you talk about preservation of the Quran, they're just be like, yeah, and like that's
no,
not. They're not thinking about.
Have you been watching?
Yeah, they have no idea about
but
this
is within the YouTube.
If you listen to Yasser Qadhi talk about the topic, listen to how he talks about it. He tells you that the beginner level, they have no idea. They doubt it. They disbelieve you. Then they get a little deeper into it. Then they just start regurgitating what their scholars say. Then you just get deeper to that advanced level. And then you start seeing the problems between the standard way that Islam presents the preservation topic and what Islam actually says. So the scholars that you guys look up to, who told you since you guys were little kids as Muslims, or if you're converting to Islam, they told you when you convert to Islam that there's only one Quran, doesn't change at all from Muhammad till today, anywhere in the world, it's the same. That's what they say. It's a lie.
Lies.
Yes.
That's your claim.
No,
but I see it.
Look,
we don't need to claim. We got evidence.
Let me play it again.
That's literally what Yasser Qadhi said, bro.
Yeah,
not just him, but the other scholars. Play both of them, Jai.
Let's play this guy. Let's play Haytham Siddiqui because he's got something good to say about this, and then we'll play Yasser Qadhi afterwards.
Never fails. You repeat a Muslim, and then the Muslim just says you said it.
All right, so check this out.
Children. Many people. Many Muslims grow up not knowing anything outside of the Hafs tradition. And they don't get exposed to the idea that there are other reading traditions and that there are Quranic variants and that all sort of this whole system framework that I discussed. And it might be surprising to some people, but and unfortunately, actually, so I have heard some preachers that do say that there's only, one reading or one Quran or something like that. And if I were to be very generous, I would say that falls under the umbrella of like lies to children, if that makes sense. So lies to children.
All right, that's one.
Who's Haytham?
Haytham Siddiqui. He's a Quranic Islamic scholar.
I don't know.
You know Yasser Qadhi, right? Yeah,
from Yaqeen Institute.
I'm not sure if he's associated with Yaqeen. I don't know, but he might be. So listen to what he says.
every single student of knowledge knows, who studies Ulum al-Quran, that the most difficult topics are ahruf and qira'at, and the concept of ahruf and the reality of ahruf, and the relationship of the Uthmanic Mus'haf with the ahruf, and the preservation of the ahruf. Is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 7? And the relationship of the qira'at to the ahruf. This is a topic that when you're the beginning student of knowledge, you're like, what is all of this going on here? When you go a little bit more, you learn to simply memorize what your teachers say and regurgitate it out, and you don't fully comprehend. When you do a deep dive is when things get very, very awkward and difficult. And this isn't new. This is from the time of the Sahaba. In the Sahih or the Hasan hadith of Ubay bin Ka'b, the hadith of the ahruf, that when the Prophet mentioned the issue of ahruf, and that there are different ahruf and whatnot, this is in the version of Muslim Imam Ahmad. Ubay bin Ka'b says, authentic hadith, فَدَخَلَ فِي نَفْسِي شَكٍّ. In my heart, a doubt came that I hadn't had about Islam since the days of Jahiliyyah. This is not a joke, brothers and sisters. The issue of ahruf and qira'at caused confusion to somebody whom the Prophet said, if you want to listen to the Quran directly, listen to Ubay. Ubay is not some even average Sahabi. He is the Qari of the Quran. He is the master. He is who he is. And he goes, فَدَخَلْ فِي نَفْسِي شَكٍّ. What is all of this stuff?
All right. Look, we go to the scholars. These people, he went to Medina. You mentioned Medina earlier. He went to Medina. He's been there. He's got the degrees. He's coming back telling us the secrets.
He didn't say anything that was secretive. The pronunciations is really some of the hardest part of memorizing the Quran. Like when I first started memorizing the Quran, it took me like for one full page. I'm not gonna lie, man. It took me like 3 weeks.
No, when he says
when I first started.
When he says ahruf, he doesn't mean the pronunciation. He means the hadith of sabat ahruf, the 7 different ahruf, the variant versions of the Quran.
Look, regardless, you guys pull someone else up here. Muhsin's been talking a lot. I appreciate meeting you both. Jay, it was nice to meet you, man. GodLogic, it was nice to meet you. Thank you
too,
for
man. You're welcome anytime, bro. You want to talk about Christianity or anything like that? You're
next time with something that I'm more educated on.
Okay.
Next time, but may God guide us all.
Chad, let me ask you a question really quick. Did you just come up here to tell us that we shouldn't be talking about this topic?
Not 100%. That's 50% of it. The other 50% is, well, yeah, bro, 100%. But like the other 50% is, you guys are Christians. There's a lot to talk about within Christianity. I feel like what you're trying to do is just like evangelize Muslims by attacking one specific thing. When it's like, okay, if you want to do that, that's your prerogative. I can't really say much.
We attack multiple things, man. If you check out my channel, bro, it's a multitude of topics that we attack. It's not just this, but this is a huge one, though.
Okay, look, when I look at the way Muslims evangelize, it's very different. It's very different than the way than you guys are evangelizing. Okay?
Yeah, we don't lie. We don't lie.
Good one, Jay.
Again,
I'm curious.
No, I'm
ad hominem.
For real.
It's fine.
No, it's not ad hominem. The dawah is deception. It's been said before me. I didn't make that up. Dawah is deception. It's a fact. Show me one honest guy who does dawah.
Okay, look, dawah is very simple. When I see da'is, all they talk about is tawheed. They talk about the prophets. They talk about the history. They talk about how it's going to make your life better. Like they don't talk about the preservation of the text.
Though. And they lie about Islam too. They're the ones who are saying that the Quran, there's only one Quran. They're the ones who are, when Haytham Sidqi said that these preachers are going around saying there's only one Quran, he's talking about all of these da'is. That's who he's talking about. So okay, the people who are going around saying there's only one Quran, there's only one version, it's been the same.
I feel like, Jay, you have something in your past that hurt you, which I don't want to get into.
Yeah, he had Ibn Kathir in his past. No, way before he was born. Who wrote that?
But regardless, genuinely, you're a smart
was
guy.
In his past as well.
Yeah,
Ubay was 1400 years ago in his past.
Yeah,
Chad,
I'm not
you really think this is a good way to like argue? Come on, Chad.
The good way is
I don't want to argue. I want to go. And I tried leaving, but you asked me this question.
All right, have a good day, Chad.
We need to know past that. We hate lies.
Appreciate you for coming, Chad.
Like I said, Chad, I'm live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you ever are free and feel like chopping it up, just come on through. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, Real quick.